Hey everyone, and welcome to another one of Remi's Raving reviews, where we take some time to just sit down and look at some collectibles, statues, figures, whatever you want to call them, from all over the world. For this clip, we are looking at 3 in particular in one. So really excited to be able to bring this all together, as they've kind of been a little on the past due side. But the first one to go is one that I have a soft spot for, and that is the Soldier of Time and Space that has once been demoted and twice advanced. And that would be Satsuna Meio, or Sailor Pluto. And as you can see, it's already out of the box, but still wanted to give it the opportunity to be fully displayed and to be fully looked at, as there is quite a bit to talk about. The other one, also through time, because the story is a little, anywho, and that is the one and only, the Soldier of the Cosmos and Eternity, Eternal Sailor Moon. So, as I mentioned, these are already out of the box, but they need to be properly displayed, as I've already do have my case that I've been trying to put together for quite some time. So without further ado, let's just jump into it and check them out. Let's go. Okay, and first we have here Sailor Pluto. And this one is pretty tall, actually. As you can see, as always, e2046 will always give you that card to show its authenticity. Yeah, so this one has already been out for quite some time, actually, a couple years. And they finally did a re-release of it. I believe they did some updates to it. I could be wrong. But they definitely took the time, and as usual, to get the details in, the pleats on everything, and just the overall paint job. Yeah, the garnet orb, great piece. My only very minor critique on this is the skin tone. For those of you that know, Sailor Pluto is probably a little bit more on the tan side. You know, I, for one, actually prefer that color. Shows that she's a little different. Not to mention, I do believe she's a little older. Well, yeah, she's a Soldier of Time. Nobody knows her real age. But yeah, she's supposed to be a little bit older than the rest of the team. And look at that green hair. It's so intense. I love it. This one's a little too tall to put into the glass cabinet, but I will see of other alternatives, but who cares? Folks, they are still available, and if they're not, they usually tend to do re-releases throughout the year, but this one is definitely one that, if you're one of those collectors and you know there's not so much Sailor Pluto merch out there, highly recommend that you add this to your collection. And next we have the one and only Eternal Sailor Moon from the most recent movies that were just really good. This is not from e2046, although they did have some options available to them. This was very much so promoted through quite a few places out there, like Big Bad Toy Store, which is where I got it from. Again, those folks do an amazing job with imports and other types of collectibles and figures. It was a pretty penny, I will say that. It took some time to pre-order, but back to the details of it, that wingspan, I was not a fan of the wings that they chose for the anime. They look a little too silly. I mean, the whole series was silly, but it had its moments. But I did appreciate that they went a little bit more closer to the manga here. And yeah, I know I'm probably gonna get a lot of backlash for this. I will say it. I am not actually a Sailor Moon fan of like the soldier herself per se. But you know, it's Eternal Sailor Moon. It was the end of the series, and the end of the day, she does bring them all together and whatnot. But yes, this is some top quality figure collection here. And I do believe that this is a part of another one, which is the one we're gonna look at now. All right, and the next one that we have here is the one and only Sailor Cosmos. All right, so look, this one, did get this one, I believe, maybe just about, a little about 2 months ago. And it's obviously promotion for the latest movie, the last one, Sailor Moon Cosmos. And we didn't really see Sailor Cosmos in the anime. I think it was just a silhouette, you know, a shadow of her that we saw at the end of the entire series. But there actually is a critical role of this character in the manga. This is supposed to be, I mean, I myself am a little confused. Anywho, that's a whole different story. It's just supposed to be Sailor Moon in the future in her ultimate form. So Sailor Pluto, time, Cosmos, time, whatever. Anywho, back to the details. Again, it's supposed to be a collection between Eternal Sailor Moon, the one that we just saw previously, along with this one with the saying of light calls to darkness as darkness calls to light. A lot of white, if you ask me. Very simple, but I do like the translucent pieces that they added on here. As simple as it is, I think it's just overall awesome that we finally have some merch of this soldier that is shrouded in mystery. So definitely need to add to your collection just to be able to have it. Again, Big Bad Toy Store had this, as so did e2046, but you should definitely look into adding this to your collection. I love it. And just another quick glance at the newly built display case that the video does no justice for. Much of e2046's figures are here, and the statues. And you already know the Outer Senshi are by far my favorites. I do wish I had more space, as I do need to get another one, because these are still up there. As I mentioned, that Sailor Pluto statue is quite tall and wouldn't necessarily fit in here, so I gotta figure something else out to put the rest, as there's still more coming, but I am excited so far. So there you have it, folks. That was Sailor Pluto, Sailor Cosmos, and Eternal Sailor Moon. Super excited to be able to have these figures now into my collection. As I was mentioning, that Sailor Pluto figure has actually been out for a few years now, and every so often e2046 will, you know, relaunch or redo one of their previous collectibles. And then the other two, I mean, they're from the latest movies of, you know, unfortunately the ending of the Sailor Moon series of Sailor Moon Crystal. But hey, who knows what the future will bring, right? Hopefully they rewrite it, hopefully they redo it. Who knows, maybe even add. But with that being said, folks, I really do hope that you enjoyed this as much as I did. As I mentioned before, you let me know whatever kind of other different types of reviews or whatever have you that you would like to see more of. Let me know. And also, with that being said, con season is upon us. I'm super excited to be able to say that I will be attending Pasadena Comic-Con, along with San Diego Comic-Con, Anime Expo, and of course later on down in the year, LA Comic-Con. So I'm super excited to be able to do all of them. Looking forward to meet as many of you as possible, as I have tons of fun going to these events. So again, folks, hope you enjoyed it. Have a blessed week. Have an amazing, amazing, amazing time. Stay safe. May the power protect you and everything all above. Until the next time, I'll see you.